And then, just because I know you've got quite an opinion on the ancient side of things, how do you look at it in terms of sided map and where it's better to start off with here, considering Gambit picked it real quick?
I think, yeah, as a basic, I'd say it's CT's favorite map, but it's also extremely easy to kind of just burst and play puggy on it as a T, which with momentum can do you lots of good.
Well, let's see how it goes. NaVi are the one starting on the CT side, and we're back with Moses and Sadikis to take us through this best of 5.
Thank you so much, guys. Yes, we are going to get into a best of 5. However, a map in hand, so only 4 maps will be played if this goes the distance, as Gambit came from the upper bracket. And we do start out on Ancient, which is a lot of fun, I think. I personally am really enjoying this map, and glad to see something a little bit different, as we've seen Mirage Dust 2 and Inferno so frequently in the CIS minor. So we get it started out on what is a little bit of spice. Already some spicy play, as we've got Simple working in from the totem, but that's because they're retaking from middle. They're going to retake on the A site, and bomb goes down because so often the T teams, I know it's pistol round, don't have the utility, but don't consider that retake from the mid side, and it's a perfect crossfire setup from NaVi.
Deagles are walking out mid along the deep wall. I think Boomich has spotted it. A little bit of an engagement. Oh, he goes down. Brilliant shot from Exile. And that cuts a line right down the middle of this NaVi defense. It's going to be Bit all on his own with Electronic and a busted up Perfecto over towards B.
Electronic to wait it out as well, back toward the stairs position. NaVi is coming in, but Perfecto the one to hold from the wood. You can jump up in cave and actually spot above that plank wall, but Perfecto shooting early. He had to. 3 HP, didn't have time to afford, and giving the engagement away. Good thing Bits rotated around for that Exile extremely low on HP. Finds it, reads it as well, and turns back the other direction, but missed shots.
Hobbit's all alone with this MAC-10, looking for this push, and he's got it. No head armor, and Boomich goes down.
Kill. Boomich is the one to fall, and Hobbit's going to double up on that, find a Perfecto as well. As this gun round is slipping away quickly as well. Not a lot of money for NaVi, as the Deagle for Simple has the kit to play with, but they're already smoked off. This time, unlike this round, Gambit is more than aware of how the totem connector will work. Electronic trying to get back inside of Ruins will also be very wary of his position and the fact that they could be pushing through aggressively. They have so much position in the A site. Well, Exile and Enters are certainly pulling it back now. They'll go toward the site, smoke off on Cave. It won't allow any vision, any access. Bomb, though, does go down. Simple finds it either way as he wraps in.
There's another one as well. I mean, all that access they thought they had a second ago pretty much gets pushed away by the ult from Simple and the double smoke in Cave. Now it's on Boomich behind this pillar to hold on for dear life. Up the ramp we go. They spotted him, but Exile can't spin in time, can't turn around. It's all Boomich. Perfecto falls. He needs one more. Flashbang comes in, but it's too late. And Gambit have found themselves with access, but a quick flank from Electronic. Yeah, this could just stop the round cold in its tracks.
I think it will. I think it will as well. Shiro is peeking that direction, but has to get a utility pulled out to try and shut it down, and he gets the kill immediately. Simple's got the round by taking out Inters. In an open position, and time continues to expire. Both of them do have kits, so if they can get one pick, they can cover off and play the buddy system for trade on the second, but they've got to find one first, and Shiro's not willing to move, nor is Hobbit. Tap the bomb potentially to pull them out. Nope, Perfecto gonna run clear it. I think the time is gone as he taps. This time Hobbit's gonna execute, and not only that, he knows he's got to be behind the pillar. He gives the information to Shiro. Well played. And this is becoming a very common setup as well. One at the box and one up close. It's extremely hard to dissect both, but Perfecto manages it because he comes from the other angle. In this time, however, Hobbit has snuck around, and a low HP on Perfecto while the defuse means he's easily able to get the kill. Was patient to pay off as he gets the shot down, and Simple trying to hold the AWP in response, just tapping Hobbit to make sure he's not on the defuse. Simple spot. Yeah. Was he okay? Yeah, he was, because they turned it around, but then they get distracted back over at the A site. Bit nearly compromised. Electronic down as a result. Smoke in front. I thought Simple might just fire into that line of sight, considering it is a narrow corridor, and chance to find someone directly where the bomb was planted, but so far, it's all about Hobbit going back to the middle because Boomich is coming and making a ton of noise. Hobbit makes no mistake about it. Up on the edge, inside of the display, as Shiro will take down Bit and a nade for him. Just trying to buy time. Bomb ticking so quickly that I was going to say I don't think they'll be able to get on this. But now they are inside of the smoke. Shiro can't hit it. Tries to wrap around. Smoke still out. Misses the second no-scope. This defuse comes through, and even though Shiro hits a nice shot on Perfecto, it's too little too late, and then an awkward exchange.
Oh. There's no support here for Bit, Matt. They're just going to dump all their utility, and he's got to play really defensive. That's a nice opening kill, and yeah, he has to fall away. Now it's going to be a retake with very sparse utility and no kits. NaVi is in trouble here in round 13.
I'm very impressed by Gambit's ability to constantly... I mean, it comes down to utility, but... Take this A site, because I've said it so many times that I honestly think the plant position could be moved further back to the corner considering how many angles the CTs have, and that it is right in front of potentially 3 defensive line of sights, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Gambit's proving us wrong right now. It really just comes down to the economic warfare. Shiro will get simple again, NaVi in that close position, but Bit's becoming more and more aware of it as this time he's able to walk in and get the kill, and Bit will get the defuse as well as Inters falls immediately after. And he does at least get toward middle, but again, there is a player watching on him as Electronics on the other side of it. Electronic can easily be heard if he were to run too quickly at this point in time. Slow pace, 18 seconds, bomb to go down, good smoke to cover off Bit. He wants back in position and even tries to fire speculative no-scope AWP shots into the smoke. Nav's just waiting. This is a perfect position for him to try and get the flank, and I think the CTs are aware that the possibility exists as they bring so much attention in that direction as Electronic behind the flash and a fading smoke is able to get one. Perfecto goes down, and here comes NaVi as he's behind. Clean execution on the first, follow-up on the second, 9-6.
Now they get to switch over to the CT side. Remember, in this best of 5, they start up 1-0. If Gambit wins here on Ancient, ooh, hold the thought. Dualies are in play. Dualies are looking good. If Gambit wins Ancient, they're just 1 map away from a grand final victory.
I want to know the statistic between which gun in the Dualies gets the kill more often, the right one or the left one. And is that predicted or different based on the player model using right hand or left hand, Jason?
You're asking the real questions.
These are the only questions that I want to know.
Yeah, I've never even thought of asking that question.
It's just because I'm thinking on a whole different level, Jason, as always.
Yep.
The level that does not matter at all, as it's a 3-on-3, simple with 2 kills to pull back what was that early exchange, as well as drop down NaVi's Dualies. Shiro holding with the P2000, trying to look inside of the site, but they'll swarm and protect the pillar, and Bit and Simple have turned this completely around. 3rd kill for Simple in this pistol, as Exile has to make his way all the way back through CT spawn. And he'll get in position behind the boxes, but he doesn't have a kit, has armor, and he's, I think, yeah, I might just consider saving that armor at this point. There's no chance he's going to work his way back in with so many angles covered off. But even that has some thought put toward it as Hobbit gets positioned accordingly.
Here's the set piece. Smokes down, blocks off the cave. NaVi can do nothing. Although Shiro's got one in mid. Electronic goes down on that flank. Underhanded grenade does some damage, and all of a sudden it's a 4-on-3. Gambit's well and alive in this gap in the smoke. Gets Simple killed. Now it's all on Perfecto and Bit. So far up to the task, and now 1 versus 2. He's being flanked out as well. It's only a matter of time. He's going to check behind him. Perfecto, 7 bullets in the magazine. It's got to be perfect. It's got to be quick, and they both double peek him. Gambit convert the 2nd round again.
Shiro waiting as well for that with the AWP is lined up and ready. Perfecto walks straight into it. Such a sliver of easy hope to shoot at with an AWP. And it's Simple left in a 1-on-5. And down he goes. Shiro gets him as well, rotating over. Smart play from Shiro. That was your shining.
Yeah,
that was your chance.
No, I got it.
Okay, cool. I was hoping you were going to do it again, that's all.
Not the grand final, Matt.
Okay, well, Exile is going to take care of business anyway. He'll take down Electronic with some red rum, and it's going to be potentially a double red rum as he looks back out to the site. Flash out, and bomb down. Bit had to go aggressive. They have no smokes. This is the problem with that Ruins position. There's so many angles you can dance around on the CT side. I always have disagreed with teams that come into the finals from the upper bracket not having some sort of an advantage because these two teams already played each other. They already had the chance. Hobbit, oh, that is so sneaky. Puts on his Precious and takes it off at the right time because he was undetected in mid to find 2 kills. Shiro gets Perfecto back, and it's a 4-on-2, excuse me. But yeah, I think if you come from the upper bracket, NaVi knew what they were playing for yesterday, and I think an advantage is fair for Gambit in this case, so. You won't find fault here or blame to be thrown from my side of things. NaVi have to do it the hard way for a reason, as NaFi gets one kill and Shiro finds the other, and it's 2-0 in the grand finals already as Ancient is won out by Gambit. Yes, indeed. Time to figure it out right now, as Gambit could have a quick best of 5 with 2 maps to win, and Shiro's already going to be pushing up onto the catwalk. Quick boost. Bit's going to have to be aware of it. Flash is well-timed, but Inter still gets the shot on Boomage. That's through mid-doors, so that slows them down, and Axile's going to jump in on that party as well, holding out now on top of the catwalk to support the man who was getting aggressive in the form of Shiro, and he's doubled up, as he always does. Axile defined.
But it looks like Gambit is all going to convene and eventually just crunch into middle. Deny NaVi any of the space or time to find something. That's simple hitting the dirt, and Perfecto's got no armor.
Nades would do so much damage if they can get close enough, but they don't have them. They've only got flashes to work with. One, in fact, to work with trying to take back this B site. They might have to just consider holding NaVi inside of it and letting them go down with the bomb, as Hobbit will start to rotate around and cover off the tunnels. He has the M4 in hand. They might try and find a pick if they can get Shiro up inside of the window. Hobbit making a lot of noise. Electronic is there. Exile's going to go with him, and he's got the first kill. Needs to trade. It does. Electronic goes down to inside of the site. Low HP. Shiro doesn't know that they're down below. Perfecto's gone. Hobbit's going to try this anyway, but Perfecto gets both kills. Ooh, that timing. He did actually just get a fragment of imagery to suggest he was crossing over, as that smoke, obviously, as you can tell, is not perfectly deployed. He'll put a CT1 down instead and try and fire in, anticipating that perhaps Perfecto would even try and be clever and use it to his advantage, but he just gets a better angle. A better angle. He's just better.
Whatever he can get done is all they'll have. And Exile's going to see a chance and take it to escape the pit and get away with safety.
Away with safety, but in on control of the platform. Hobbit needs to peek this perfectly. He'll take down Bit, and Electronic gone. So even though they had a good stance and an idea, the slow play, the contact straight up doesn't work, as Perfecto tries to salvage something from this round. It takes down NaFi, but there's Shiro with the AWP. If he can find Inters now, which he might do, I think the round's pretty much wrapped, because Simple has full control of Catwalk, and they'll pinch together. They even, if they can spot out too fast enough, go back with that bomb. I say that, it's the one up the half wall. Be careful, because Shiro's still staring down in that direction. But he misses the first shot, and here comes Simple again, and smartly Shiro knows the situation. He's trying to bait it in, and as well as because the Deagles are winning on both sides. Bit's got to be careful. Hobbit's low, tries to crouch under the crosshair, but
oh my lord.
He'll get a buzz cut. NaFi gets Bit back. This is still problematic. They're still putting pressure on NaVi. There's no room to breathe.
Yeah, they're almost more confident right now with these SMGs and Deagles than they were with the rifles. I can't believe NaFi won that duel at the headshot angle on top of the Xbox. Good stuff. Surgical with the SMG, and now he's got an AK and Boomich.
I don't think he did, and like I say, they're both in B looking at tunnel, so this aggression can cost them out. As Boomich comes in through the door, NaFi's gonna realize it. He couldn't get in window, couldn't do enough with it, but Simple at least gets one back on that scout. As you say, though, the bigger gun's still in the picture, but Perfecto has Hobbit down, and the bigger gun might be on the run, as it's gonna be the AK picked up as well for Bit. Bomb to be planted, and is ticking away. It's a save call from Gambit. Good win from NaVi.
There's a player lurking on Catwalk, and Shiro is in a really difficult spot. This is all down to timing. This could end so poorly. A missed shot. He's going down for sure. Somehow gets a second chance at it, but that's it. 6-4 for NaVi. Not streaming all the way out. Shiro still looking for someone to start turning the corner. Bit's going to be the first one there, but that one-way smoke can be brutal. Flashbang back over. Hobbit completely blind. Not yet peeked up. The off facing. There it is. Timing on it, and he goes 1 for 1.
Yeah, Boomich with the response. Shiro trying to do what he can from long, and remember, we saw Simple in the distance with his AWP at the boxes. He stayed alive in that exchange. It nearly came to a double spray down, but the damage wasn't there. The bullet's just not able to connect. As Axia will lead the charge back toward the bomb site instead. Obviously planted for Catwalk. That's exactly where NaVi will try and position themselves, leaving Boomich in a very open angle on the platform just to catch them off. But they'll certainly check toward Goose. It works because they walk straight up and Boomich catches Axia out, expecting it to be deeper, as Simple finds the kill before that. Double it up for Boomich. And Enters underneath is going to be pursued at this point, but he'll at least get Electronic down. They know he's still there. Low HP. Boomich can't afford to keep chasing, and Perfecto's going to sneak around, but it's Simple instead. Will emerge. How about that for using the Ring of Power? It's going to be Perfecto that's caught out as well. He's still here. How are they not facing it? Simple doesn't want to do it with the AWP. Forget it, but look at what this has done. NaVi's in behind them. Electronics gone. Bomb goes down. And what a hero Hobbit is in this round as NaVi can hold and wait for the AWP. He'll be sprayed down by Bit, but Simple's removed. It's a one-on-one. Still not done in this. And the fact that Hobbit did such a great job, he's now left alone. He's going to try and sneak out and catch off Bit, but Bit, oh, he was considering the possibility. The AK wins. It was actually the smoke, that bounced towards CT. Electronic found him, spotted him, and got the kill instead.
Yeah, they wanted a mid-B split as well. That smoke slowed them down and certainly changed their plans, but one kill through the smoke helps out. There comes the smoke to CT spawn. This probably puts a lot of pressure onto Inters. He does not have a teammate who can help him in mid, so this is all just basically crossing your fingers and hoping nobody's in the middle part of the map. On top of the box, Inters is going to drop back. All of his teammates are gone. It's all on him. They line up, but the SMG can't do it. A team kill from Electronic and Exile, the only one remaining. What has he got in this final round? Nothing. Perfecto has to fall back. He's got the utility. He's got nade and 2 flashes. Now, NaVi can have a rotation. They can actually abandon the B bomb site a little bit. Bit can head away because they've pushed up, and Boomich here are going to have information. Oh, but he can't handle the jumping pistols. That's tough. And Perfecto already hears one player inside of the A bomb site, so he realizes he can't do anything. He's got to wait for his teammates to arrive. Oh, that's awkward.
Yeah, they failed that boost entirely, but nearly gave a shot to the CT down below. As you say, Perfecto had to wait, but his teammates get there in style. Electronic and Bit finding kills. Exile, ooh, the headshot, he got Electronic. Thankfully, though, the response was swift by Bit because he was the low HP player. They'll get on it. NaVi will take the pistol. They'll go now 11-5.
So surely this is going to be the end game, and if not, if this takes too long, Simple's already flanking, already up Xbox. Oh, he can backstab. He can backstab massively. He's been spotted, and this will turn and cause them to address the situation, but he's frozen them. They can't move forward. They can't go backwards, and that opens them up to a slaughter as the round timer dwindles.
In that particular series, as Simple goes back for more, having already dropped down and rotated on the ramp. Needs to be aware of the high angle, though, not just the stairs. As they are close, smoke goes down. He'll peek it. Oh, did he hit? He did. He clipped Shiro, but it was through the edge of the wall. He falls to 15, and that allows Bit to at least get Hobbit. He's tagged on 37 as well, so Bit should be in a good position, you'd think, to find more kills, but he's being a little bit timid about doing so at this point as they continue to walk, crawl, in fact, closer, and that allows Simple up. He gets the call, but a little bit too late from Simple that Shiro was directly to his left, and the AWP gets the shot instead. Now they hold. Smoke's coming in, plenty of them, in fact, with the 1-man advantage. They need the conceal to get this bomb down on the 15-second mark, but they've already flanked in behind, and Simple never left as he finds one more boosted up Exile, limited from the sight. Round already done on time alone.
There's no flashbang. Actually, excuse me, Simple has 2 flashbangs if they want to send Perfecto through this to see what they can get, but they might decide to just preserve economy. Perfecto's already backing away. Oh, good headshot on an Anthony. Dinked, though, brought down to 9 HP. I don't know if NaVi really want to go for this. But he's the only defender. He's the only one there. First kill is his. Transfers over. Good trade from Gambit. It's gonna timing spam the smoke, and he does find one up on top of the box. That's Inters. Exile holding down mid. He's got 2 Plaper to deal with, and Bit is gonna find his second.
Finds his second, but Shiro in the site has an obligation of protecting NaVi at this point in time until the bomb at least hits the ground. They'll easily be able to do so, and they'll put the smoke back inside of the doors. But a 3-man retake from the tunnels. A Molotov for NaVi, the only defensive bits of kit, and I don't think he's going to get the information in time. He's not going to have time to pull that out. He's got to keep the gun at the ready. He's got to hit the headshots perfectly. They're both within 1 goal from death, and they need to nail theirs in return. They have not. Shiro hoping that now he'll go overlooked. He looks out. They're all looking away, but Simple's reactions far too quick, and NaVi will get themselves onto map point. Rolling the dice. Hobbit hits twice. Won't be a Yahtzee this time, though, Jason, because Shiro's already got 1.
Well, that's spotted, Boomich. They know he's on catwalk,
no.
and I think the reload sound, that might have been the signal to just head through and just grab it. Nicely done. Okay, round over. No huge deal for NaVi. Plenty of time, plenty of chances left.
Certainly more than enough, as Perfecto will.
Well, this is where they've done good work historically, this mid to B split. We admired it against Gambit the last time they played. Perfecto again, flashbang over. Oh, he baits him into looking at it. Bit's the only one left. AWP in hand. He's gonna have two coming through the window. Oh, but Electronics at least saved the day for one. One player in mid, one player at the window. It's Shiro turning the corner. Electronics slides under the shot, and that's the map. That's just 2 for NaVi, and they're gonna extend this series.
And covered off as the bomb is also going to work up from connector right now. Shiro, Hobbit, and Exile that are looking to try and pinch onto the A site, Jason. And the first shot coming back out from Shiro is a successful one. So is Exile. Simple's gone.
Yeah, and Boomich has an impossible task. Look at all the angles he's got to worry about. Even if he gets that kill, peek from Palace surely would have ended him. Bit's going to start trying to claw this back. It's a 2 versus 3. No kit, no armor on Perfecto. And, ooh, the murder hole. He's going to go through it as soon as Bit steps up to the plate and leads the way.
Bit stepping the way back around from jungle. Exposed to Shiro, but knowing that he's in there, he turns around and Simple, with a supporting act by throwing the nade, gets Bit the kill on the headshot. It's Inters that still waits inside of Palace, however, and he can just wait to peek back out. However, Hobbit's going to peek instead. And Inters, I'm not... He might just win the round AFK here.
But the smoke clears, and a 2-for-1 trade from the NaVi defense. And Electronic gonna turn his gaze towards Palace, and I think he's got to know where both of them are at this point.
Winter's waiting to try and look underneath, drops down, makes noise. Electronic forced from Firebox by way of flames, but they hadn't even hit the ground yet before his body, cold and dead, did at the hand of Inters. And he will try and elevate himself now at the edge of the deck. Oh, look at this flank, though. They're going back because the smokes were down. They didn't have the information. Perfecto again, Chask with B site with Bit to hold off. AWP can't hit the first shot. Perfecto is already going to reposition. He does follow up, though, Bit. To find a second, Perfecto hits Hobbit, bomb hits the deck, and the smoke's still in position. Means Perfecto can actually slide up toward the jail position more aggressively, and he'll see the gun barrel.
Good money on the NaVi side of things. And this is going to look like some fast control. Run boost across mid. Electronics got it. Hobbit's going to come out late, but Simple's ready on catwalk. He made the jump, and he's got 2 kills. Oh, this round is all NaVi. 4 kills quickly.
That is sick. You love to see Simple make that jump and actually hit it. That mechanic is so important. You get there so quickly rather than boosting up through the vents, rather than running through B to get to catwalk. It puts him on the inside of the smoke. And Bit goes to find Exile and get the kill as well. Exile can't hit a headshot that time. All 5 players go down, ready to do so. The response for not only Boomich throwing that smoke, but to make sure that they have both angles covered off, is actually not to bring Electronic back through the connector. They've rotated Simple around to CT instead, as Electronic and Bit want to clear middle now. The fact is that Hobbit gets that kill. Blackcloud is still taking this bomb back over toward B, and Bit might be in a position to cover this off, but they have got the rotations, so they're going to go for a full fake, and Exile should know now that he can go. 4 on 2. How committed did the CTs become? Because right now they're still smoked off. They're not going to have a clue. I don't think they're close enough to realize this will be a B plant. And at this point, Winters just has to keep everyone on this side. Perfecto with the first kill. Oh, they're still going. All the utility toward A. They're going to realize it very shortly that there's nothing inside of that site. And I think Gambit has pulled exactly what they're named after. Because right now, Perfecto has no clue.
Yeah, not just the fake, but look at the positions of the Gambit players after the fact, too. When these 2 NaVi players are trying to figure out where they want to rotate to get over to the B bomb site, an AWP and CT spawn, making sure they can't go market, and an aggressive push on catwalk for it. They have, 2 Molotovs, they have a smoke, they have flashbangs. There's one spot by the AWP. Inters is going to jump back. Now the question is, how committed do they want to be? Do they want to move out? Do they want to try and get a kill with this? Either way, they've given their team a 2 versus 1 at the B bomb site. Hobbit is keeping them pinned here. Bit is going to deliver, though. That's the bomb dropped up top. And that means NaVi has to go back for it. Now back out. 10 seconds on the clock. Even though he's got the kill, NaVi has arrived, and Simple has the shot. That's the round done.
Scope though, surely. Not, he had to, but NaVi gets the kill instead. They know Shiro's there because they scoped in middle, but NaVi with the AK gets both. Bit trying to run back out. He has to know the AWP is there, and instead he just runs to his death as he's on fire. He's got bleach in his eyes, and he's absolutely removed. Simple might be as well. He knows he's got a tag, but he can't get the final damage onto Hobbits, who only had 4 HP. But we do know one thing, Jason. The bomb and 3 teammates all heading toward the B side of the map as Bit gets NaVi down. That'll be the signal to go. 42 seconds. They still want to get inside of the site early, and Bit's trying to elevate himself back up on top of the van as Simple runs from Checkers to Cat. Tries to give himself an off angle that they think was already cleared, and as he gets there, tries to shoot backwards toward the windows where Exile is on the other side, nearly caught out, does peek in, runs out of ammo on the AK, and somehow Simple survives. And he does still have the Deagle in his hands, which means even though, yes, he's on 19, it can still be punishing if he's able to get the right lineup, as Boomich will take out Inters. It's just Shiro and Exile remaining, and NaVi trying to make this an 8-7-half, and they'll do so with lesser weapons.
I feel like there really hasn't even been a bullet fired at anyone in particular until just now. They just waltz right into the bomb site.
I play that retake, but it's going to be very difficult at this point. They do have the kit still for NaVi. It's looking a little better now as Exile's able to get one. Boomich inside connector catches off Exile. Shiro gets the shot in return, but it's all on him. That kit is down. Just outside of the sights. Shiro's with a one-on-one, looks at Sandwich. 3 kills already, needs a 4th. Bit's got it instead, and NaVi will tie things on 8 and take the second pistol. Slowing it down is what they need to do. 13 seconds now, need to be on the bomb plant in the next 6. As we hit 10, and they're on it. Shiro going up over top of the stairs. They'll get the bomb down just barely, but a spray back through, and Shiro goes to work and finds all 3 of the remaining players in the site, and we have a 10-9 scoreline. This is typically the play. Okay. That's not what I was going to say. I was going to say he gets to boxes, then throws the smoke, but he throws it at Catwalk this time. And that's because it's a fast B hit. NaVi flooding in the site already, and Inter's overwhelmed. Exile tries to turn back around, and he is removed. 1-for-1 trade, and that occasion leaves us still 1 better on the Gambit side.
Perfecto there. NaVi hears that jump up into window room. Surely he knows this. That's the Dark player out in the open. Hobbit wins it. And now they're going to try and crunch his position. They finally take care of him. Electronic with the pre-fire. Oh, and what a battle. Spinning around. No utility in place. This is scrappy. And Electronic's got a triple.
Triple to work with. Electronic make it a quad. Can he get the ace? Inter's the last alive. We said Electronic was going to be a factor for NaVi. Alm could still get there as well. They have access to Catwalk, Jason.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. These con players are in such a weird position. This is such a hard spot to just hold and wait for Electronic to do something for you. Oh, Shiro's pinned down by the flames. There's Hobbit, the insurance policy on A-ramp, but he knows Simple's got the op. He doesn't want to peek. 15 seconds as the bomb gets planted, and it's a 2-on-3.
That nade did so much damage. Hobbit's gonna get the assist on the Perfecto, and now they know where Simple is. Hobbit steps up and shines to hold the A. As you say, the insurance policy, he did concede the bomb plant, but at this point, they need the rounds. That's all that matters. You guys have been watching a battle at mid, and it's Bit that comes out on top. Boomich wants to get flashed into the window, and Exile, waiting for that, sprays perfectly to get the kill. Shiro's extremely low, and currently he's trying to watch over toward the Palace position, but he'll get caught out by Bit. Simple's got Hobbit up close, and it's NaVi that suddenly want to strike back again. Shot from Exile. He's only able to get 1. Enters in a 1-on-3. NaVi back just like that.
I think you've got to at least let Shiro investigate.
Oh, I think you have to. The AWP hits the shot, but not the kill. Knows he's hit him. Goes to the pistol. Electronic stays at the van. This is going to be the call. This is going to be the encouragement as Inters wants to walk back in, but Boomich up close inside Checker. He's going to get checked, but not with enough consideration, and the AWP is all that's saved. NaVi are going to take a 2-1 map lead, but a 2-2 series tie, and Inferno the decider. Perfecto waiting it out with the AK in hand just to make sure that no one's going to drop down. NaVi will hold it. As he knows Exile's up above, he's made noise. Shiro's got the first shot. That AWP coming back around as well as NaVi now getting Perfecto. He's gonna give them a chance in this. Boomich caught off. I'm surprised by that. I thought for sure that information was relayed as we already saw Perfecto trying to find Exile, but obviously they... Enough money for another buy on NaVi's side, but you don't want to start breaking the economy down if you don't have to. You've got, like you said, Jason, 5 map points.
Yeah.
Hobbit's up close as well. He's still above. Needs to be very careful now. He'll get his position set and ready. Meanwhile, Bit in middle. It's the smoke out. One inside of the window as well. Needs to cover off Exile, but he's forward of that. Forward of that indeed. And down goes Bit with a good headshot from the AK. One of the ones carried over from the last round. One of 3 of them is Boomich's flash. Hobbit hits that shot. Simple gets Shiro. And Electronic manages to get in. Hobbit's in panic. Hobbit's in panic and Hobbit's in the grave. Simple's got 2 and suddenly it's a grave deficit as Simple goes forward to find Exile. And Inters, I think, is about to find that as hot as the flames are in front of him, Inferno is still just around the corner as he works his way around and realizes this is done. Bomb planting.
Yeah.
It's a formality at this point to finish it out, Jason.
It really is. Shout out to Bit. What an incredible map at him. Actually, I'm not even sure what he ended on. 30-something. Simple's feeling it on this map. Remember, this is the map he dropped, what, 42 kills on earlier today against Spirit.
Yes.
Now, don't ever expect anything like that to happen twice in the same day.
Okay, don't say that.
But obviously, Simple on this map feeling super comfortable at the moment. All 5 players in NaVi and Banana. This is going to be a smoke toss towards spawn, and they're going to enter in. That flashbang is going to do absolutely nothing to hold them back. Counter flash from NaVi is perfect. Nathany is as small as possible of a target, but there's just nothing you can do. And Gambit, they know they've been outmaneuvered, and no point in even going to that side of the map.
Not at all. Yeah, I was going to say, don't say that, Jason. Don't anger the beast. Don't let Simple know that you're doubting him, because, yeah, he... Omich with the first one back, so the weapon's depleting, but it's all on Bit now as he has to hold inside from the pit position, and Bit, a couple of shots potentially could win this out with the AK. There's the headshot on the Nathany, and now he's looking for Inters, knows that he's up above the graveyard. He heard him jumping in, tries to get the headshot, and he follows it up with a great shot to take down Inters as well. 2-0 for NaVi. The halls to the walls, bounce the flash off the chimney, and Exile sits inside on the box. Electronic has already taken possession of the pit. His position as Exile and Hobbit do get one back in return, and Exile's looking for more. He'll get a dink on Boomich, but a dink not good enough as Boomich turns it around. Sits on 10 HP, an AWP from Shiro trying to find something, aware that there's a chance they've even pushed through top middle and are getting inside of the arch. It's going to go 4-0. On the defensive side, as B still seems to be the target. Push down middle, though. They better go quickly or they're going to be pinched off entirely. Electronic knows that that's a possibility, has his back turned. And a Molotov to cover off the bottom side. Banana, or was he waiting for a flash? They're sitting in the open. Pistols. Tap, tap. Goes the 5-7. Simple. Gets one immediately after, but Shiro's there. That's the AWP, and it's a perfect spot to be.
See if there's any space created by Boomich's presence and this smoke. He's going to come out, risk it that nobody's in pit. He's clearing his angles. One player in the back of the bomb site. It's Inters. He's been spotted. One player in lane as well, and Bit gets the first. If he could grab this one quickly, a bomb plant is in the cards. It's a possibility, but they've closed the gap. They're too close now, and it's a fight the whole way. 3 rounds for Gambit.
He's just getting into position with Inters now. No peek yet from Perfecto. The single flash can be thrown very early, high in the sky toward Banana. That's not going to do anything at all to the 2 defenders as Bit still waits on top of Coffins, and he's got his back turned to the position. Okay, temporarily. Could spray through that window. Completely wallable, but they don't have the information. And he has a teammate at New Box ready to help him out, but Bit may not need the help as soon as he peeks. There's the trade.
Only they can pull his attention away.
Oh, Shiro's not sure where to look right now. Electronic wants his answer. Shiro knows now. They know the back of the site. Knows exactly where the player was coming from in the form of Boonich. Smoke down in front of Electronic, though, is problematic because Shiro was sitting as a target in the sights. And I thought for sure Electronic would go, but as soon as the smoke landed, he couldn't see the pit. They didn't have an answer for it, and now it's all on Bit versus Exile in the pit. But he's going to get aggressive and try and catch him out as soon as the bomb goes down. Watch the rotation as well from Hobbit. Won't even need it.
The AWP is passed over to the low HP player so that he can support from up top on the balcony. It's this guy, Inters, who can be a real problem, real menace. Flashbangs are out, tough off angle to deal with, but Simple's there for the response.
A shot indeed by Hobbit. Another smoke thrown in front of Library. They're really trying to contain the CTs. Boomich able to spot Inters first, jumps around. Good bait, good movement. Then it allows Electronic to slide out behind him. And in conjunction, they take down the man that holds the wrap, and just like that, so much trouble. Shiro needs to hit these shots. He can't yet. He can't yet. Nathany's gone. The round is Navi's, surely. As all of a sudden, Hobbit finds himself in a 2 versus 5, making a 1 versus 5 for Exile. And he'll have to go for it because it is round 15. But the chances, Jason, I'm going to give it, I don't know, 3%. Back away. That's the shots they need, but they're not getting. Electronic had the information when that smoke went down. They committed to it. Now he'll finally get the headshot. Nathany, the one to fall, but Inters wraps the corner. And just like that, 1 turns into 3. They were flying under the radar, Jason, and all of a sudden, they fan out in every direction. It's all on Boomich, but look at the HP. He has a chance. CZ 75, and this time he's got all the ammo, 24 bullets to work with. It won't take that many if he's able to land them. Sneaking all the way up toward water. Silently, he'll elevate himself on the site. Waiting from the boiler door, it's Bit, the edge of the smoke. Oh, he's looked away exactly when he peeked out. He's got to be so careful going around because they aren't going to have the information that he's this close. But Simple has done absolutely unspeakable things before. 6 seconds, bomb down, that's it. They can't win this. NaVi has stolen the round away, and they aren't even going to lose a player as Simple gets Exile as well. Hobbit trying to hold. He needs to stay alive. He needs to stay alive after the round. The AK in his hand, he just barely will.
Ooh.
Shots coming back. And the first, Simple's able to get back onto Inters. He only manages one, and NaVi hold down the fort. I don't know what you want to do here. It's a battle of who dares first, who goes farther. Simple over top of his shoulder of his teammate. Electronic would have felt that whiz past his neck as Exile goes down, and they'll fall back happy to get the first pick, but look who's able to strike. NaVi. The brains behind the brawn is already using it to his advantage, realizing that if they've gone that aggressive, he has time and space to take away. He does exactly that, and now the utility will be deployed. Simple's locked out toward library, and there's no one in the pit.
They have to make a decision if they want to go for this. It's 4-on-4. They've got plenty of weapons and plenty of utility. It's going to be tough to get back into this, though. Gambit found an open bomb site just by virtue. NaVi had nobody in the pit this round. It was Electronic and Simple doing the mid setup. And here's the retake.
Simple wanting back desperately inside of that smoke as another one deployed. He's not sure which way to go. I think that's it. I think they have to. I think this is the right call.
Yeah.
And Bit has dual duties here because he has to watch front library for the wraparound, but he also needs to know that if Electronic gets in trouble, he's got to cover the drop down above. NaVi's going to sneak out. Electronic so far does not need the hand to hold, but he will realize inside of the site that there's two as he scurries over, and now they're both looking from a similar angle. Excuse me, there's only one. The X-ray confusing me. It's actually back toward the top of mid, but Shiro's going to catch out Boomich, and with the bomb, he tries to run to the site, but he's surrounded, blinded, and with 7 seconds, he's going to go down, and NaVi will extend the lead to 2. Good shot. Shiro taking out Boomich. Still have our tactical pause, apparently. I don't know how tactical this pause is becoming, though, because it's still 4-on-4. As Perfecto goes to work, tries to do what he can inside of the Coffin's position, but he's lost his ammunition. 25 bullets rather than 30 inside of that M4A1S. And Bit gets only 1 before Inters finds the response, but look out, because Simple still has position toward the chapel. And you better pray to your God, Hobbit, because it's a 1-on-2 that you desperately need. And the bomb down in the back of the site, he will have to confront the man with the sniper rifle. And that man, getting out of the inside, is not able to hit the shot. Hobbit gets it through the wall instead. Same angle. Hobbit can't land the same angle this time inside A. And the bomb, inside B, and the bomb will not get planted. It's 14 for NaVi. Surely he meant to do that as they're trying to swing out and get more information because there's a massive gap inside of the smoke, and I think Boomich identified that, so he wants to play it instead. Flashes, smokes, they go high. He's gotten danked. Exile with the entry. And Perfecto sits in wait. In wait for Hobbit. In wait for Inters. In wait for all of Gambit, and they're inside of the site. Smoke down CT, Simple's backing off. The money is still extremely tight, despite that there's now the 3 rounds in a row for NaVi, because the last 2 rounds, 1 player in the last round survived and 2 before that, so it's been extremely tight.
That's a filthy little jiggle peek from Hobbit. Ooh, I don't think they saw him. I don't think they know NaVi's here. He might just be able to get a freebie. Any economic damage at this stage is going to be huge. NaVi not exactly rolling in cash. And look at the hunt that Gambit is bringing in. They don't have any money behind this, but they want all the weapons. They know this is a huge golden ticket to close the gap on the scoreline. If they can just take some of these weapons away, if they can force an awkward economic situation, there it is. 2 kills. Bit surely, oh, good swing, but he's going to go down. It doesn't even matter.
Will be what he holds on to. Exile wants to try and get that direction, but for now he's going to hold and be patient because the bomb and the rest of his teammates are looking over toward A, and we've seen Simple go for this boost so many times. As he'll play on the windowsill. Spotted, drops already, can't get the shots. Does as they try and pursue, though, as he's already on the ground. Gets a dink on the second. Inters will get the kill, but this certainly gives a chance. A chance indeed, as Bit comes out to take down Inters, and he follows by getting Exile. And now Electronic inside of the site. Not the pit this time. They're so used to finding him in the pit that they pre-committed to checking the back corner. That gave him a chance, and thankfully Shiro's AWP was as fast as always because now he's left in a 1-on-3. Perfecto's already sitting inside Chapel. This is a position in which they can wrap through CT. He'll spot them, and if he stays where he is, he'll hear him, and that's exactly the case. 20 seconds, bomb plant going in. Perfecto waits to confirm that it's absolutely true, and it's now going to be 1 to go for NaVi. So, oh my goodness, I was going to say they're going to wait for that. Again, defensive utility to drop it fast. What an explosive take. Shiro hit a millimeter on a shoulder peak. And this round, call it done.
Yeah, you have to read a B hit here. It's where Gambit's had most of their success. I love this from Simple.
He's got the lineup. Oh, Shiro's got the shot. The AWP was ready for Coffins. Down goes Simple. They know now that rotation has occurred, but here comes the CTs back this direction. 36 seconds. And what's the call? Because if they're going to go, they need to go now. They need to go right now on the Gambit side. The smoke at CT is in position. They have an MP9 in front. Boomich is the one that's trying to buy space time. Create the obtuse angle. Bit's got the kill. Boomich is going to follow it up, and it's on to Shiro on the AWP. Hobbit's beside him, and Hobbit's gone. Shiro hits one. He hits it. He hits it through the box, but it's not good enough. And NaVi, they finally get Gambit. They finally beat them after 15 straight series. Gambit will go down, and NaVi will win the RMR.
Yeah, that's huge for NaVi. What a long day, and they get to end it with a win. Congratulations to NaVi. That's a massive showing. That is one of the most difficult wins I think we've had in a long, long time. Best of 3 earlier, best of 5 against the best team in the world, and 3rd time's the charm in this RMR.
Hollywood person.